Welcome along. It's the phone-in show here on the Football Martin channel. This is the second proper phone-in show that we've done, and it's coming up in around a minute and 30 seconds time.
Letizia. Here he is, Matt Letizia is back in the grand manner. Armstrong! Southampton announce their Wembley arrival.
That one, that is a terrific goal. Humdinger.
He's put Cienza through. Cienza's in behind Devlin, in the box, just man to beat, and does so!
Good goal, good play.
Leo Cienza wakes up at Fratton Park.
Okay, carry on. Oh, look at this. Bobby Stokes. Hit well. Oh, he's there. Stokes has put Southampton in the lead. Peter Rodrigues. The cup for Southampton.
Prowse, he is going to have a dart. It's a wonderful goal from James Ward-Prowse.
For Ricky Lambert, a pure strike right into the top corner. No chance for Asmir Begovic.
Oh, tremendous equaliser. Oh, what a goal that was within seconds of the restart. Marian Bahar. Romeo Austin. Again, he's hit Babianski, but it's followed in by Manolo Gabbiadini.
It's small ball.
Hey, very good evening. Welcome back. It's another phone-in show here on the Football Martin channel. You can get involved as well. We've got plenty of guests coming your way in this show. Really looking forward to it. It's been a great weekend for Saints. Massive victory yesterday at the CBS. If you haven't checked out the matchday vlog on the channel, I totally recommend you go checking that out. But when this show's finished, don't watch it now. Watch it later. It was absolutely brilliant yesterday. Captured loads of limbs, loads of travel, and of course, my one and only trip to Marks and Spencer's at the end of the show as well. And the food, Ian, was absolutely tremendous. I loved it. It was brilliant. With a Thai green curry, all the goodies. It was outstanding. I loved it. It was so good. But first and foremost, before we do get into the show, get involved in the comments box. Like the video because it helps push it to others. And if you're not subscribed, I'm aiming for 9,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Saints heading towards the playoffs, and we're going to be there. I do think we're going to get the playoffs. I do believe. I keep believing. I'm not getting carried away, but I can just feel it. And I keep seeing little memories pop up from people popping on. Let's rewind and do it all over again. Those images of Wembley. How good would it be if Saints got to Wembley yet again? Right, let's see who is in the live. We've got some guests coming up very shortly as well. Hi, Martin. Hope you are good. Yeah, I've mentioned the tie tonight, and yeah, it was absolutely cracking, mate. It was good. Absolutely brilliant. Attica said it was a bit spicy. Attica, it was not spicy at all. It wasn't, not at all. It wasn't at all. I thought it was great. Evening, Martin, and all the Saints fans. Yeah, I think not everyone else has done their Saints show tonight. We've had Total Saints podcast. Didn't see it. I've missed Liam and Ash on Saints Network tonight, but I want to catch up with that one at some stage tomorrow. That's my plan. Anyway, it's good to have you all here. Is Jimmy you say sorry for Jimmy? I don't know what you mean by that one, but there you go. We have Charlie coming up very shortly. We have plenty coming up actually tonight. Charlie's coming up at 9:10. We've got my dad coming on at 9:20. We've got Ellie joining us at around 11:30. Josh Kemp is joining us on the show as well. And when I said Charlie, it's a young lad that came on the other night. Absolutely brilliant. Football Sam is in the live. My friend, it's good to have you here, Sam. This show and every other show on the Football Martin channel is sponsored by these guys in that bottom right-hand side of your screen. DNS Carpets. Massive shout out to our sponsors, DNS Carpets. Sam's dad is a sponsor of the channel. I loved it at the CBS. Good stadium, by the way. I really enjoyed the visit. Really enjoyed the game. It was just, the limbs, mate. When that second one went in, were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They were really, really good. Really good. It was epic actually, and the the smiling faces around you. You can't beat an away day when you win. Away days when you win, you cannot beat. And yesterday was just one of those where it was just absolutely magnificent. We got loads coming your way this evening. We're going to look ahead actually to the Norwich game in a little bit of chat. We're not going to do a preview. The preview's coming up on the channel in the next couple of days, like they always do. The Thai box was better value than those sarnies at the Pret services. Outrageous. Mate, £4.50 that was. And it was literally one bit of ham, a couple of gherkins in a ciabatta roll. Absolute rip-off of epic proportions. But Marks and Spencer's absolutely made up for it. It was cracking. Absolutely cracking that was last night. And actually, this weekend I've been really bad. I've ate really bad this weekend. Like really, really bad. I need to be much better this week. Went out Friday for dinner, travelling yesterday. We're going to look at the championship form guide when Ellie comes on as well later. We're going to have a look at Norwich and how well Norwich are doing. I saw a stat around Norwich today. I've looked at the games they've played since we played them at the start of December. So we played Norwich at the start of December. They've only lost 4 league games since then. So, Mark, that would be fantastic if you could, mate. Mark's just sent me a text message and he's going to come on the show as well, Mark. So that will be good. I will couple of guess, and what I will do is if you still got that number from the other night, it's the same number. I just let you know when to call in. So Mark's going to come on and join us as well. The goalkeeper, I love him, Daniel Peretz. Hi, mate. Do you think Southampton should kick the goalkeeper? Yes, I do. He was brilliant yesterday. Excellent. There's a massive injury crisis at Bayern Munich as well, but they can't recall him. I don't think from what I'm hearing. They can't recall him. Alex is in the live. Yeah, mate. Love to get you on, mate. That would be amazing. Love to get you on, Alex. That would be great. You'd be a superb guest on the channel as well. Alex is great. He does some great written articles as well. Does some great stuff. This is pretty cool, this show. I love it. Love the content, mate. Who did you used to play for on the island? Shorewell, mate. Shorewell United and a bit of time at Bryston as well, which is pretty cool. Play some good local football. I just love going to watch Saints. Imagine if we'd had him at the start of the season along with a goalkeeper, by the way. Lauren is our most complete striker since Danny Ings. A massive signing if we keep him for next season. Yeah, he would be a superb signing. We've got our first guest coming up very shortly on the show. It's going to be Charlie. Young Charlie's coming on first this evening. That is the plan anyway. Sean, good to have you on the live, mate. Always good to have you join us. Just going to read this. Hi, man. Have you watched Adam Blackmore interviewing Tonda, becoming increasingly annoyed at his style of interview? Would much prefer yours. Any chance you could replace him? I love it. Adam's amazing with his content. I love to do some interviews. Have reached out to the club and I have asked them if I can interview Tonda Eckert at some stage, and I think I could bring out something out of him that no one else has brought out of him yet. I do enjoy I enjoy interviews and the opportunity to try and extract a bit more out of him that maybe hasn't been extracted out of him yet would be really, really good. Right, we're going to get our first guest on the show very shortly. That is the plan. Our first guest this evening is Charlie. I'm just going to make sure you're connected, Charlie. Charlie, can you hear me?
Yeah, mate, can I have you?
Charlie, great to have you on the show, mate. You joined us the other night and you spoke very well. And I was keen for you to come back on. Mate, what a result yesterday. Talk to me. How good were we?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were unbelievable. I think if you compare us to Wednesday night, we're a completely different side. I think the way that we controlled the midfield, the quick, kind of like fluid balls that we were playing, we were very connected as a team. It was completely different from Wednesday.
It was so good, wasn't it? Were you surprised? I want to ask you, Charlie, when you saw the team sheet drop, I was like, what's he doing? And I looked at 3 central midfielders. Did you look at it and think the same?
Yeah, I was a bit worried about the pace we had in the team with Matsuki and Azad, so I didn't really know what was going to happen there. Didn't know if it was going to be a 4-3-2-1 or a 4-3, and then 2 wings and a striker. But it seemed like we controlled the midfield very, very well.
Yeah, we did control it well. Who shone for you yesterday? If you could pick a player out, look, I thought everyone played well yesterday. If I'm honest, Charlie, I don't think there was there wasn't a bad performance. If there's anybody you could pull out that played really well yesterday? Who was it?
I mean, I think Perez was probably our best player, in my opinion. I think he prevented, I think it was 1.3 XG, which is unbelievable, really.
Yeah, that's so good. That's
It's
so good.
unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah, there
Flynn
he is.
Downs was amazing.
Yeah, Flynn
Well,
was
but
good. He was good. I put Daniel Peretz actually on the screen.
Mhm.
If you're watching on YouTube, 5 big saves. Distribution was good again yesterday as well. He touched the ball a lot. He had a lot of the ball. He had 49 touches as a goalkeeper yesterday. His
Yeah, he won
his
the ball a
average
lot.
his average rating in the rating show we did last night was really good. I'm going to look at what he got. I gave him a 9. He got an 8.6 last night, Charlie, from the Saints fans. That's pretty fair as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I gave him a 10 or like a 9.5, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he was so good. Did you see that Bayern Munich have a bit of an injury crisis with the goalkeeping situation as well?
Actually, I haven't, to be honest, but it wouldn't surprise me knowing our luck today, so could whip
Yeah,
back.
yeah. It was across social media this afternoon. I spent a bit of time looking through, and they're saying that incredible. Bayern Munich have no goalkeepers available. That all their goalkeepers are injured, including their number one, Manuel Neuer. But I wouldn't. There'd be no way that they could recall Daniel at this stage of the season. The big question is for you, mate. If we can, you keep him, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, he's already proven what he can do for us. I don't really think we can choose another goalkeeper ahead of him, especially not Bazunu. So, in my eyes, it's a no-brainer. So just spend the money.
Mate, I had somebody text me about Bazunu today and said to me, Bazunu will be back with you in the summer. Pointless loan at Stoke. 1 game only. He's been injured. Even if he comes back, Saints will move him on, won't they?
100%.
His days are done, aren't they?
Yeah, I think he's disliked heavily by our fan base. I think McCarthy and Bazunu both are. So I
Yeah.
think it's the best for his career and for us if he just moved on.
Yeah, you touched upon Flynn Downs a minute ago and his performance yesterday.
hmm
He got his second goal of the season yesterday. He was freed up in his holding role by Cameron Bragg, and he put in his best performance of the season, didn't he? He looks every bit the player that we saw 2 years ago, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's like a reborn. I mean, compared to last season, he was unbelievable.
Yeah, he's been impressive, isn't he? Really
Mhm.
impressive. Cam Bragg sat in midfield yesterday. What were your thoughts on his performance?
I mean, I think he was very, very good yesterday. For a young man, I think he played a very mature performance. I think he was very reliable on the ball. I think he was very creative as well. And
Yeah,
I think he gave Flynn Downs that authority to go at the pitch and
yeah,
be a bit more expressive. And I think it worked perfectly.
yeah, he did. A few people in the chat and they're saying great tactics yesterday. The tactics were spot on, weren't they? He fair play to Tondereka. He got it really, really spot on.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I think he suggested about how was it Grimes that was the heartbeat of their team, and that's why he played the 3 in midfield to just stop that flow, and it really worked.
Yeah, yeah, it did. Yeah, it absolutely. You're spot on. Absolutely spot on. It was an all-round good performance. Loads of people joining the live this evening as well. Before you go, mate, I want to grab some thoughts on Norwich on Wednesday night. When you look at this game, it's big, really. I think in running, and you could tell me if I'm being totally wrong, Charlie, in what I'm saying. I actually think this could potentially be one of the hardest games between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, saw a stat the other day. It was if you judge on the second half of the season, I think Norwich are either second or first. I mean, they're unbelievable on Philippe Clement.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a really tough match. But I mean, I back us at home.
Yeah. What's your score prediction before you go? Give me a score prediction. What are you going with? You going to go with a win?
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go over 2-1 Saints. I'm going to go Laren Azaz and then Jod for them.
Yeah. Mate, I love it. I love it. Charlie, it's been great to have you back on the show, mate. Thank you very much for being our first guest this evening, my friend.
Thank you. See ya.
See you soon, mate. That's our first guest on the show this evening. If you want to get involved, you can do so. Just you can do that by I'm going to get Annika to put the phone number on the chat very shortly. But we do have quite a lot of guests in the build up to around about 10 o'clock. So we're going to be pretty busy between now and 10. Any news on Leo? The manager said it was touch and go, and he couldn't really give an update on it. I'd be surprised. I'm not going to say too much, but I don't think we'll see him until after the international break, but that remains to be seen. He may be back and about. Lots of chat about Adam Blackmore actually in the comments box. He definitely won't be tuning in, so I'll read a few of them out. Our press frustrate me at times. We don't hear nearly enough about the tactics. A guy from ESP interviewed Tonda after the Fulham game, and he gave much more of an insight than we are usually given. And I think that is like, it's digging into him, isn't it? He is a real tactical guy. And I think you just really need to dig into him. I think press conferences can go through the motions if you're not careful, team news, updates. And sometimes, like, I think different people get different things out of a manager. I think when I interviewed Will Still, actually, I got a lot more out of him than a lot of others did. And I got questions answered that had not been posed to him. And it was a bit more personable, and it was different because I'm not from the press. And that's the beauty of me in this channel. I think I can bring that edge to what we do. So look, hopefully the club are watching this and they certainly enjoy it. I know that. The players tune in and they respect it. So we're getting more respect. So hopefully we get more opportunities to get involved. There isn't an easy game left for the rest of the season. We just have to keep winning. I just think this Norwich game is a brilliant commentator. Absolutely brilliant commentator. I totally agree. Probably a better commentator than he is interviewer. I agree with that one. Ramsdale never coming back. Bazunu also, he's going, not the greatest. My dad's coming up on the channel next. He was with me in the studio last week, but he's going to come on in around a minute's time. We're just going to give him a ring and get him on the show. Got a producer tonight. Annika's helping produce the show in the background, which is absolutely tremendous. Totally agree with this one. Just set the story, if you will. He has to follow. Yeah, I get it. Totally get it. Unrehearsed and raw. That's what everyone wants. Interviews from a fan. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, really, that we had the opportunity to do what we've done this year. Really, it's been really good to be able to interview Leo. It's been really, really good to interview. Obviously, Will at the start of the season as well. Plenty of you tuning in. Really appreciate you being here. Bayern Munich cannot record a keeper. The deal is already in place. Yeah, exactly. Saints do want to exercise it as well, I'm hearing. Evening, mate. Josh is joining us on the live later on as well. Be great to get you on. Enjoyed your Will Still interview. Definitely need more of that. Do the right thing, Saints, says Alex. Absolutely, mate. Hopefully we'll get him and chat to Tonda at some stage later in the season. Hopefully before the playoffs really kick in, if we can get there. Talking of playoffs, my dad's coming on the show next, which is always a pleasure to get my dad on, because he's tremendous when he comes on and talks about Saints with us. Do you reckon you'll be able to interview Tonda one day? That's certainly the plan, mate. That's what I'd like to be able to do. I've asked the question, and hopefully they will let us do it. Right, my next guest is here, and that is my dad, Roger. Dad, good to have you on, mate. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Martin. And you?
Yeah, big win yesterday. You had the pleasure of watching it from the comfort of your own home. You don't do away games, but tell me, commentary on Sky. There's a lot of people texting me and tweeting me saying, "Oh, Martin, the commentary is really biased on Sky." Was it biased?
It was terrible.
Was it
terrible.
bad?
Lee Hendry was his normal whingy, whiny, drummy self. And it's very, very. It's all Frank Lampart's commentary, isn't it? And and I think it's Gary Weaver was the commentator. Yeah, rubbish.
Yeah.
Sky. I was watching the Man United game today, and I thought I tuned into Man United TV.
It's bad, isn't it?
Bias. Yeah, it's bad, but it was. It didn't detract from the performance. I thought tactically he got it spot on yesterday. I wasn't convinced before the kickoff, but just hugely impressed with this young manager we've got. I think he's maturing. I think he's beginning to look as though he's going to be a serious quality manager.
Yeah.
I hope we can hold on to him for a while.
Yeah, we love Cam Bragg, don't we? We talk about him a lot when we're off camera. He brought him in yesterday in our biggest game in the running. It was a huge game. He put
Yeah.
massive trust in him, didn't he? Like huge
Well,
trust. But he rewarded
well,
him with an unbelievable performance.
Yeah, well, he put him in that holding role in the midfield, which is a really difficult position to play. But he just mastered it. He looks so comfortable. He's just going to be such. Well, he's already a good player.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he is going to be a first team player week in, week out with it for sure.
Mm.
But I was impressed with him having him with that role yesterday. Give Finn Downs the opportunity to get forward more. I think he's probably in some of the best form he's been in since we got promoted. To be honest with you, if not his best form at the club.
Yeah. Looks the business, doesn't he? Looks so good.
You know, and the defence were just outstanding again. I mean, the keeper made a world class save. I mean, if that had been in the Premier League, if it had been Jordan Pickford, it would have been all over the papers today.
Yeah. He was class, wasn't he? He was brilliant.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
It's just a simple thing. We've said it before. Playing 4 at the back just makes us such a harder team to beat. It really does.
Yeah.
So, I'm really good.
Talk about that back four. I popped up a man on the screen that's been criticised a lot throughout the season, but he's been very consistent in recent weeks since Wellington got injured. Ryan Manning put another good shift in yesterday. He had a lot of touches of the ball, 4 crosses, won 8 duels, and he was right at it again, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's I think since the back 4 they start playing that again. I think we've seen some of the best he's played since he's been at the club. I think he's done really well, and I do like his attitude. I think he gets stuck in and he works really, really hard. Yeah, he makes the odd mistake, but then everybody makes the mistake. But yeah, I've been really him and Bree have really been exceptional. I mean, bringing Bree back is like having a brand new player, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's been so good. A few thoughts on Cameron Bragg coming in. People were enjoying our conversation about him. Cameron Bragg will be a Premier League star in the future, whether it will be Saints or not. Do you think he'll play in the Premier League, Cameron Bragg?
Yeah, I think he should do, definitely. I mean, he's for his age, and where he's come from. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, everybody raved about Fernandez, and arguably Bragg's a different player, but in some respects, he's more of a complete player, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's quality. Really quality.
He's really quality.
Big game Wednesday. How big's Wednesday for Saints? Can't be mistaken for being an easy game because they're in some ridiculous form. I'm going to pop it on the screen for everyone to see as well. This is the recent 6-game form guide for the Championship. They've won 6 of their last. They've won 6. They've won 6 of their. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Yeah, they won 5 of their last 6 games in the Championship.
Yeah.
15 points from 6 games is a good return, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the manager's come in and he's done really well there because they were like us. They were really rock bottom. They were really struggling, and he's an experienced manager. He's managed in Europe and at Rangers, but I think it's going to be a real tough one on Wednesday. It could be a banana skin.
Yeah,
I think we're going to have to be really, really up for it. But at the moment, we hope and pray we can get to the international break, and we get 2 more wins behind us, and we're in with a fighting. We're in with a fighting chance now. I thought before yesterday there was probably 60-40% chance of us getting near the playoffs, and I think it's probably 50-50, maybe even a bit better than that now. I think.
Yeah, I think we'll do it. I think we'll do it.
They've got a lot of momentum there. They've got an identity. They actually believe in it's the first time they believed in a manager for a while. I think they believed in Russell Martin earlier on, but I mean, obviously that went south. The others were just awful irrelevancies almost. But
it's mad, isn't it? Like even Juric was going to bin off Lindowns pretty much a year ago, and it must have played with his head. He lost all his form in the Premier League, got exposed because we played a terrible system. He doesn't work Downs with 5 at the back. He just is not for him. Got massively exposed, had a terrible Premier League campaign, and it's took him a while to kind of get over that. And he said yesterday in his interview, I think it was with Adam, that we shouldn't have excuses. No, it wasn't. It was with Alfie House, with the Echo. I think he tweeted it, and he went on to say that, we had a hangover. We shouldn't have done. He said, but we just did. And it took a while to shake it off, hasn't it?
Yeah, but we said that all along because you don't go through a season like that without having repercussions, mentally for the players and for the fans and everything. And we spoke about that. And this at the start of this season, I thought we'd be lucky to be mid-table. I thought the damage was so ingrained. And to be fair, we've done a lot better than that already, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk. There's been a lot of comments about Adam Blackmore and the local media, and
it's quite a lot.
I think and this is my take on it. I think working for somebody like the BBC or working for the Evening Echo, you've got certain restraints, even if they're not told they're restraints. So I think the club in the past had a really bad relationship with the media. And I think they've always been wary ever since, even though it's new owners now. But I think the thing that you do and other fan content do is you can take it to a different level. It's more of a personal level.
Yeah,
it's personal because we're fans. They're not fans. They work. It's the job they do. If they got transferred to Radio Nottingham, they'd be doing Forest or Notts County.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
And that's what I think. That's what I think the clubs are still not up to speed with it.
Yeah, new media's changing pretty quick, isn't it? It's changing quickly how people get their football news. Like, this didn't exist 2 years ago. Like, proper Saints content, you couldn't get it anywhere. You just couldn't get it anywhere.
But it's the same with everything, Martin. As I said, we've been talking about my books for TV adaptation and all that sort of thing, and it's now moved on from trying to sell something to a production company for television. It's to sell it to YouTube. I mean, BBC are making programs now, especially for YouTube, and we'll watch YouTube all the time. That all of us. So it's all changed. And although people like Solent's coverage of Saints is brilliant. You've got to hand it to them. I mean, Adam and Joe is superb. They do a good job, but they do a different job than what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the next step is that really, like the club, need to start recognising what you and other people are doing more than they already. They already recognise it, but you need to be in that circle. You need to be in that fold. You need to have that access and content to players, to the manager, because it's just as an important. In fact, it's a more important role in some respects because you and the Total Saints boys and Jimmy Cheese and come on, you are the voice of the fans, and the fans are the customers at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a great conversation. I've enjoyed having you on, mate. Thank you very much indeed, Dad. We'll see you in the week. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, all right. See you, mate. Bye.
Mate. Cheers.
Bye.
That was my dad on the channel, making some good points. He talks well, doesn't he? My dad always talks well. Alex is saying the players look to really trust in Tonda. I like how the team gets a man of the moment to do the fist pumps post-match. That's a good point, actually. Flynn Downs was brilliant yesterday when he came across to the fans. It was really, really good. Shout out to Alfie House as well. He always putting Saints first. Yeah, massively loves Saints. Even though he's a Bristol City fan, he massively does love Saints. He's good. He asks some good questions as well. Enjoy his content, enjoys coverage of Southampton. He used to watch this a lot. I don't know if he still does, but he did watch it a fair bit. But his content's good. I subscribe to the Echo, actually. I know a lot of people don't, but 27 points up for grabs. I've put the head-to-head on your screen for the game against Norwich. Norwich in some brilliant form. Recent results are on there as well. In the last 3 games between the two clubs, there's been a draw. There's been a win for Saints and a win for Norwich. Last time round, just at the start of December, Downs called Tonda a genius. He did. Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was a brilliant interview, actually. Really, really good. Teamwork can make dream work, but everyone in the team has to work together. That is very, very important. We've got another guest very shortly. We're working through our guests this evening. We've got a few regulars that we speak to a lot. We've got Ellie joining us very shortly. And then after Ellie, I've got Josh Kemp, who used to join us on the TikTok sessions that we did. We used to do this on TikTok. It was full of bots, though, and idiots. So we kind of we come away from doing it on TikTok, and I wanted to do it here. Able to do that now. So Josh was always really good and really knowledgeable and had a really good opinion on Saints. So I'm going to get him in, and he'd be a great guest. But have Ellie on first. Have a chat with Ellie. She was at the CBS yesterday with us. We were interviewing fans and chit chatting away and everything else. And it was brilliant. We had a few clowns around us when we were trying to make some content. We will chat about that very shortly as well. Right, Ellie is here actually. Ellie, it's great to have you on.
Thanks, Martin. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. How good was yesterday?
Oh, unbelievable. I think it's even better when you go to these games and, you know, as positive as you can be as a Saints fan, you got that realistic head on as well. But so when you don't really expect everything from the game and you get it, it makes it that much better, as it did, you know, against Fulham in the cup as well. So yeah, just so pleased, and today's been a great day, and the journey home last night wasn't too bad in the end.
Yeah, how was your journey? Because you took a different route to me to Coventry yesterday. I went with the Knicks away travel. You went on the train, didn't you? I don't think it was particularly straightforward though, was it?
No, it wasn't. The train journey home was a nightmare. We actually waited for a couple of hours after the game and spent some time with Chris and sort of some of the rest of the others. And we went for some food, but we got on the train and it was only like a 4-carriage train, and it ended up it was so busy, and it just felt like it took a while. But we got there in the end, and I think had we lost yesterday, that probably might not have been as good on the way home. Yeah,
it would have been a horrible journey home, but it was a brilliant atmosphere in the away end, wasn't it? Your dad commented, we exchanged a couple of messages earlier, and we were talking about the stadium yesterday. It was actually a really good place to go and watch football, Ellie, wasn't it? I really enjoyed it there yesterday. I thought the atmosphere was good, like the concourse was good, just around the ground was nice, wasn't it? It was a good place to go.
It was, yeah, and like at half time and before the game, being able to get drinks, it was quite quick compared to what I think we're used to at St Mary's, where it can take a bit longer.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was a good ground, and the Saints fans were great, as they always are. It's a fantastic atmosphere, and especially when we go 1-0 up, it was just a great atmosphere, and it's always good to be involved with.
Yeah, you were quite confident before, weren't you? Before the game, you said, "Oh, we can do this." You were feeling it before the game even started. There's a few around us that were confident, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think every Saints fan I interviewed before the game, Martin, every single one of them said 2-1, including me. So yeah, I think
there was a lot of 2-1s. I nearly done edits on all of those and put them at the start, but I didn't have time with it.
Yeah, I think it was good to see the positivity, and I think with the games, as I said on the channel yesterday, with these types of games, they can go either way. You know, Coventry are probably going to go on and win the league, and those 3 points would have meant a lot to them yesterday, as they meant for us. And that you just never know with football, and that's why we all love football, because it's so unpredictable and you just don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I think people were confident, but it was good to see a bit of confidence given the performance we had against West Brom, and that being so poor. It was good to see that people were up for it, and yeah, it really came across in the game too. The players, it's hard to pick a standout player. Obviously, you've got to talk about Peretz and that save. You've got to talk about Finn Downs.
How big was it, by the way? How big was that save? It's so good.
Oh, that save was unbelievable, and he's made such a difference having him in goal rather than Bazunu. And I think Finn Downs obviously was great, as well as a few others have said, but every single one of them in the team just played brilliantly. It's really hard to pick out, key players and, the best players, because they all performed so well. And there was that fight back, that fight that we were missing for a period of the season. It seems to have all come back.
Yeah, at the right time as well. I've just got a nice comment to read to you, Ellie. Sean's in the live watching the stream, and he says, Ellie is ace, as is Baraghi. Great content yesterday, Ellie, in the Matchday vlog. If you haven't checked it out, guys, go check out our Matchday vlog yesterday. Some brilliant content in there. You're enjoying it, aren't you, Ellie? You're doing a great job as well.
Oh yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so great to, to chat to all different Saints fans and get different opinions, and it's brilliant. And yeah, I've been loving doing it, so I'm just excited to continue. And yeah, on to Wednesday.
We've got some good opportunities coming up as well to interview some ex-legends in a few months' time. If there's anyone you could interview, an ex-player, if you could look back and say, right, Martin, I'll get you any player you want to interview, who would it be and why?
Wow, that's a good question. I think probably the one that comes to my mind straight away, and that's because he was the star man when I first started watching Saints, was Ricky Lambert. Because he was sort of the main man in my first days of watching Saints. But there's some such big players that I'd love to interview. Some more recent and some from sort of the older days. So it's really hard to say. But the first one that popped to my mind when you said that would probably be Ricky Lambert. Well,
we have to try and make some dreams come true this summer, Ellie. Plenty coming up. I popped up on the screen a little while ago. I don't know if you saw it. We were talking about the form of Norwich ahead of the midweek fixture. Look how good their form is. They're in some unbelievable form. In the last 6, they've won 5 of them. They're the in-form championship side. They've played I don't know if that's Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday. Well, they played Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday. They've played Preston. They've played Leicester, Poolside, and Oxford. So and Birmingham, lost to Birmingham. So they've not come up against a side in form like Saints yet. It's a big game, though, isn't it, at home?
It is. It's huge. And I think you can't go into these next couple of home games against Norwich and Oxford thinking that they're going to be easy games. Norwich, as you said, have won 5 of their last 6. Oxford haven't lost. They've won 3, drawn 1 of their last 4 games. So both of them are not doing badly. And Oxford have got a lot to play for. They're trying to not go down, and that's all got a bit more exciting at the bottom of the table now too, hasn't it? But yeah, I hope that the players can take a little bit of confidence from the fact that we've gone to Coventry, beaten Coventry, we've gone to Fulham, we've beat Fulham. We can win these games. And I think it's really important to look at the rest of the season as well. Obviously, we're 3 points behind Wrexham now, 6 points behind Hull with a game in hand. We've got to play Wrexham. But if you look at Wrexham's games as well, their final 2 games of the season, they've got to play Coventry and they've got to play Middlesbrough, which can mean a lot to those teams. Hull have also got to play Coventry too. So I think obviously that game between Saints and Wrexham is going to be so important, but there's other opportunities for Wrexham and Hull to drop points. So I think if we can continue going on this run, keep putting pressure on the couple of teams above us, and hopefully all goes well and we can get into those playoffs in the end. Yeah,
close eyes tomorrow, Ellie, will be on Fratton because Derby County play Portsmouth tomorrow, and Derby are sort of right in behind us. They've got 54 points. Portsmouth desperately need a win. They are getting sucked into the relegation dogfight where they're well and truly in it. Oxford now with 39 points. Portsmouth have games in hand. Will you be keeping an eye on that one tomorrow night? Because it's definitely good. Derby playing. They're right in amongst us.
They are. It's all so close. It's not just us that's fighting for that final playoff spot, is it? I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that one because Pompey looked like they were going to be all right a few weeks ago, and as you said, they've been dragged right back into it. So, but obviously, as you said, they've got a game or 2 in hand. But we'll have to see how it goes because it's very exciting at the top of the table and also at the bottom, isn't it? I think obviously apart from Sheffield Wednesday, I'm not quite sure who's gonna take those last relegation spots. So the whole league's so close, and
it's got good fun, isn't it? It's gonna be a great end, isn't it? It's gonna be a good end to the season, like a proper good end. I'm just looking at the match odds actually for tomorrow night's game. Portsmouth have got a 42% chance in the pre-match odds of winning it, 29% of an away win. I got a funny feeling Derby go there and win tomorrow. Not just because we're Saints fans. I just think they go there and win.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's as each game goes on, it starts to mean more and more to everyone, doesn't it? So I think Pompey will obviously have the advantage that they are at Fratton Park and the fans can get behind them there. But yeah, it would be a bit of a well, it's hard to say it would be a result for us if Derby lose. That would mean Pompey winning, wouldn't it? But yeah, who knows what's going to happen tomorrow night, and hopefully then we can go on and get the result on Wednesday and put us in an even better position than we're in now.
Yeah, definitely. Just got another comment I want to read you quickly before you go. Had the pleasure of meeting Ellie, Charlie and company who were sat in front of us. Great Saints fans, a real credit to the channel. I love their knowledge and optimism up the Saints. So a nice comment to finish on a high with, Ellie. You got loads of love on the channel tonight.
They were lovely as well yesterday. We had a great chat with them after the game. So yeah, they were really nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ellie, be looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday night. We'll make some more great content. And yeah, we've got loads of home games. There's 6 league home games left to create content on. So we'll be all over it, won't we? We will cover it all.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, Martin. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Ellie. Absolute pleasure.
Speak to you soon.
See you,
See you on
mate.
Wednesday.
Yeah, see you Wednesday.
Bye.
Ellie, absolute superb. Charlie just saying, great to meet you too. Great to chat. Keeping momentum going during this run is the priority, Alex. I'm totally with you. I'm going to drop you a DM later, Alex, and we will I'll look to get you on this show as well, because I think you'd be great to get on here. Just working through our guest. We've got another guest coming up very shortly. Josh Kemp's coming up next. It's actually working quite well. We finally found a system that actually makes this show work really, really well. So it's good to get opinions from the fans. It's good for you to come on and voice your opinions as well. You could basically come on and there's a platform here where there's, I don't know, what's 100 odd people watching, which is good. And there'll be loads of people tune into this later on. It's available to download in audio format as well, because all my content's on Spotify, Amazon, you name it. We've got content everywhere, so you can just download this and listen to it at a later date as well. But yeah, you can be all over it and all the different platforms. Keep your comments coming as well. We'll keep reading them out, and we will. Cheers, Adam. Appreciate your kind comments. Charlie's in the chat. Great guy, Charlie. He's become a massive favourite on the channel. It's given controversial Chris a bit of a run for his money at the moment. But they're all great. They're all brilliant. All absolutely brilliant. Everywhere I go, someone mentions Charlie to me. Going back through some of your comments that I've missed whilst I've been chatting away. Yeah, I totally agree with this. Daniel Pretzer says was worthy of the 3 points alone. His reaction afterwards was casual, calm, collective. Can't help but think it's rubbed off on Taylor Harwood-Bellis as well as Breezy and Matsuki. Brought the vibes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I thought so as well. He's been great to have around. We'll chat more about Daniel Peretz very shortly with our next guest coming up on the channel, because we have someone new, someone that's not been on one of these shows before, a guy I know very, very well. He speaks a lot of sense. Josh, welcome along to the Call-In Show, mate. How you doing?
I'm all good, you, mate?
Yeah, it's good to speak to you. We haven't spoken, mate, for a long, long time, mate. We've got some form going at the minute, mate, haven't we?
We certainly have at the minute. We're trying, so hopefully we can just keep going and keep picking up the wins.
Yeah, we're in some really, really good form, aren't we? It's been quite the turnaround, because I don't know about you. I think we maybe had a few texts about it, but after Christmas it felt a bit bleak, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Things weren't looking too good. It looked like players were going to be, potentially up and going, like Harwood-Bellis. Yeah, but now we're on the up and up, so hopefully we can get into the playoffs.
Yeah. Do you think we can like realistically, it's all there to play for? You look at where we're at. We've got some big games coming up, but do you feel it's there to be had? Do you think we can do it?
Oh, I definitely can see us getting in there. I mean, Hull are very inconsistent, so if we don't catch Wrexham, I think we'll catch Hull, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Hull are the catchable team, mate, in my opinion. It was a big defeat for them yesterday. They lost to West Brom, and kind of made me feel a bit better about our West Brom result on Wednesday after seeing their result yesterday afternoon. It was a bit of a surprise, actually, wasn't it?
Well, West Brom are down there fighting for their lives, aren't they? We just had the game away at Fulham, didn't we? So we looked very leggy in that game. I think he'll learn his lesson against Arsenal and rotate a bit more. Because haven't we got Wrexham after that? Is that right?
Yeah. So our fixtures fall as, let's have a quick look. I'm going to get it up. I can't put it on the screen, but I can read them out. But yeah, we've got Oxford at the weekend, haven't we? Then it's the international break. Then we play. Let's see how it falls. Actually, so we've got obviously Norwich on Wednesday. Then it's Oxford. Then you're right, it's Wrexham. You're right, it's Wrexham. That's the next league game, and that's been scheduled. I think for the. Am I saying it's the? Am I right to say it's the Tuesday night, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the Tuesday night.
So FA Cup on the Saturday night, and then Wrexham, who won't play. They will play on the Friday, I believe, because they're being Good Friday action. But they obviously missed the Monday, play the Tuesday, so they get a day's extra rest. But that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. I'm just going to have a look at their fixture, mate, on Good Friday and see who they play. So they've got Watford in midweek away. They've got Sheffield United on Saturday. They play West Brom, mate, at the Hawthorns on the 3rd. So that is a tough game, isn't it?
Yeah, that won't be an easy game. So obviously they're fighting for their lives, and you've seen what they've done to Hull. So
yeah,
they're banging form and up for it.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on team lineup yesterday? Because we were all like bewildered when we're at the stadium. We're like, what's he doing? There's no Dozy. There's no Fellows. He put an extra man in midfield and tactically outdone Lampard big time yesterday, didn't he?
When I initially saw the team, I said that's quite a workman-like sort of team, and totally tactically outfought Lampard, really. 'Cause if you watched it, Yander was like Grimes' shadow all game.
Yeah.
And Grimes never really got into the game and was allowed to dictate it, which really stifled Coventry, really.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. He stopped Grimes playing because he's like the man that makes him tick, isn't he? And Cam Bragg sitting in there was brilliant, wasn't he?
Bragg's brilliant player. He's getting better with every game you watch him.
Yeah, he is. He's been great, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be a really good player. Definitely, he'll play in the Premier League at some point.
Yeah, I believe he will as well. I've been saying that for a few weeks now. He's just got better and better and better. What do you think he'd do going into the game against Norwich? Do you think he will go with the same team, or do you just think he'll inject a bit more pace back in, maybe give Matsky a rest, or do you just think he'll keep with a winning team?
I think he being at home, I think the Dozy will probably come in, to be honest, and put Azaz back into the hole. And yeah, he probably dropped Yander, to be honest. Yander did his job Saturday and then probably rest him.
What about Charles? He's took a little bit of flack. There's a few comments in the chat about him. Probably the one that wasn't quite at it at the moment. He just took a little while to settle into the game yesterday. He's not really got himself back up to speed since that injury, is he? He's not really got going yet, is he?
No, he just looks off the pace and he just wants too long on the ball all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I found when we were at West Brom. He was taking so long on the ball, they just nick it off him every time.
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? Because he's such a highly rated player. It's been a bit of a fall off, sort of like the second bit of this season, whether he can pick it up as we head towards the playoffs. But I look at the team now, and I might be a bit harsh in saying it. I think Bragg's ahead of him, Yander's ahead of him, and Downs. I think the three of them are probably in a bit, at the moment on form, look the better three, don't they?
Oh, definitely. But if you remember last time, man, in the Championship, Charles and Downs, they just can't play together because they want to do the same job, really.
Yeah, they did. It's right. It's worth remembering everyone that, because it didn't work, did it? It was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, it just never worked because they don't really have the legs to get up and down the pitch all game. Downs, obviously, he has a bit more this season, but not so much Charles. We haven't seen that Sheffield Wednesday sort of Charles we all thought we'd be getting.
Yeah, he hasn't been the Sheffield Wednesday Charles. That's for sure. Yesterday at the CBS, when Cameron Archer come on, there was a few moans and groans around me when he come on. I want to give him a little bit of credit, actually, when he came on yesterday. I thought his first touch was bad. First couple of touches were really, really shocking.
Yeah.
But he worked bloody hard when he was on, and he worked really, really hard to get himself in the game. And in the end, I thought, he made a bit of an impact as a sub yesterday, Cameron Archer. I know it's been tough for him, but did you see the same yesterday, or was it just me just trying to be positive?
Again, though, if you watch what Tonda actually did, he actually put Finn Azaz up front, and Archer was again just doing Yander's job. So Azaz was able to hold the ball up a bit more than what Archer was. So thought that was quite tactically clever again.
Yeah.
But Archer's just frustrating, isn't he?
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Very frustrating.
He's a really frustrating player. A lot of people are frustrated by Azaz as well. Where do you sit on Finn Azaz as a player? Because I like him a lot. People are not everyone that comes on the channel like him, but what's your thoughts on him as a player? Have you been impressed with what you've seen?
Yeah, I think fans need to lay off him. He's like the one creative player we've been crying out for quite a long time to play in the centre of the pitch and thread balls through like he does. And he will chip in with goals, but again, his first touch can be very frustrating at times. But
Yeah.
he has moments of quality in him, so you can't be too harsh on him.
Yeah, you can't be too harsh on him at all. I'm totally with you. I like him. I think he's absolutely tops. Someone else just said Archer did quite well, and hopefully his confidence, some good. He needs confidence. Confidence is everything in football, isn't it? And that's like the run we're on at the moment, isn't it, Josh? It's all about momentum and keeping that. I think Alex made a really good comment a minute ago in the chat, and I kind of missed it. I was going to highlight it. And just keeping momentum's going really good, because an unbeaten run is definitely the priority, because when you come off it, it can be quite the fall off if we're not careful. And I think Alex had said that. He said the thing for me is just keeping the unbeaten run going. Maybe just a run was so important. In 23-24, our form fell off a cliff once we lost. But it did, didn't it? It did. He's right in saying that.
Yeah, just hopefully we just haven't peaked too early, you know. We've still got players out of form like Tom Fellows as well. Like he looks way out of form, but it's just disappointing. But hopefully he could get a goal, same as Archer, and we'll soon see a better player.
Yeah, I hope so, mate. I hope so. I really enjoyed having you on, mate. It's been great to talk to you as always. Always a pleasure. But you're on for players. You think something's going to do it? You're positive.
I'm 100% positive that I think we will end up in the playoffs.
Absolutely love it, mate. We'll get you back on again soon. We'll be doing plenty more of these shows, so we will keep them rolling, mates. Thanks for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
No worries, mate.
Thank you, bud.
That
was Josh Kemp, friend of mine. Absolutely tremendous as always. Loads of people joining in the live. Thank you if you just tuned in. We've been live since about 9 o'clock. I want to do these a bit more regularly, though. Not going to pencil it in and say it's going to be every Sunday at 9 o'clock, because it won't be, because I have a life and I'd create a huge amount of content. But we do plan on doing this a lot more. Just stay tuned to my social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. And we will always advertise it before we do it. Fellows does need a goal for sure. I've got one more caller to wrap up the show. Mark's going to give us a call. Mark, if you've got the number, mate, give me a call. The phone's here. It's ready for you as the last guest on the channel this evening. You're in the chat. I don't know if you can still got the number. If not, Mark, we can give you a ring if you need to. I've got your number in my call book somewhere. Boise, yeah, we will do, mate. We will get you on for a pre-match show, that's for sure. Creating loads of great content. If you're down at St Mary's, mate, let me know as well. What concerns me is if we don't make the playoffs this season, I can see quite a few players leaving. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think it's really important that we try and get back up if we can. Yeah, Mark is joining us now. This is our next guest on the channel this evening is going to be Mark. I'm just going to put him through to my switchboard very shortly. Thank you for calling through, Mark. I'm going to put you through 2 seconds. Annika is an abs. Yeah, she does absolutely. She's not. We're not actually married, but yeah, she does. She needs my time as well. She supports me massively. Right, let's get our next caller on the show. Our final caller of the evening. It's Mark, who's in the chat. Mark, great to have you on, mate.
Yeah, hi Martin. How you doing?
Yeah, mate. You watched from the comfort of your home.
I did. Yeah, unfortunately, family commitments preclude me from going away matches, but hopefully next year maybe.
Yeah. But, what were your thoughts on it, mate? What were your thoughts on it, bud?
Well, I was confident before the game because I knew after the West Brom game that we'd get more room to play.
Yeah.
And it proved so. I wasn't concerned, but I was quite startled by our starting 11.
Yeah.
And I wonder how we're going to do this, you know. Yeah. But obviously Tondo's he's got more coaching badges than I have. It worked a treat, you know. 4-1-4-1 or a 4-3-3. and he totally outcoached.
Super Frank,
I was
did,
going to say Fat Frank, or I'm not even rude about him, but Frank Lampard.
Yeah, no,
he did,
way past the watershed. You can say
but
whatever you like.
The real reason I wanted to talk about is something that a lot of Saints fans have been talking about, commentators or pundits, involved with Saints, about the spine of the team. Now, even when we got promoted from the Championship under, what's his name,
under Russell Martin.
Russell Martin, who can forget. I still thought we were a bit flaky. We had that long run, but even then, we should have won matches that we, with that we lost, and even I wasn't so confident. And obviously, just forget last year. However, but now I'm getting the pressure. When I was watching the match against Coventry, I sat there and I wasn't phased by the Coventry play. And I watched it. I was getting more confident. And you guys in the stadium watching it, you must have felt the same thing.
Yeah, I thought we grew into the game really well. I thought as the game went, we just grew and we got better and better.
And we looked solid. We looked really competent. We looked a proper strong, competent Championship side, like the sides that we played earlier on the season when we got bashed about, and we looked really good. And that's because we've got a spine now. We've got Peretz.
Yeah.
We've got the combination of the two central defenders. We've got
who were great
Cameron
yesterday.
Bragg.
Mate, they were so good. The two centre backs yesterday were amazing. The two centre backs.
Did you listen to Joe Tessum? And he brought out a really good point. Talking to on his podcast on the way home with Adam, he said to be a holding midfield player, you have to be one of the best players, and that means you have to tell the two midfielders in front of you what to do. Now, for a young man for him to be given that responsibility, just tells you about Bragg as a player.
Yeah.
So, and that spine we've got now, and with Laren up front, or maybe Stuart, we've got a decent spine now. So then we've got people on the wings, like Leo, Fellows, Azaz can wander around in that number 10 area to do what he needs to do. And that's why I'm convinced that we are a really good side. And I hopefully think we'll get into the playoffs.
Yeah. I totally agree with Cameron Bragg, what Joe Tessam said. I did listen to Going Home with Adam and Joe, and he made some good points. And the fact he kept talking about how he was prepared to take the ball under pressure and just dictate it. It was brave. It was really brave.
And what that did, it released Downs to get further up the pitch.
Yeah.
And I've always been convinced. I've always thought that Downs on his day is more than just someone in the midfield just to knock people about. I'm convinced he's not as good as someone like Gerrard, but he's someone who could get up and contribute to the goals. He's got that physicality, he's got that strength, and I've always said that he should be doing a lot more. And maybe the way he's been coached to play just in front of the back five we had, or the back three, he couldn't do that. Now he's in the new formation. He's been released. He can move up the pitch, which we want.
Yeah, it's exactly what we want, and he goes and gets a goal off the back of it as well. Do you think he's playing as good? He's playing, for me, the performances I've seen of him are they're right up there with what he was producing last time round in the Championship, Flynn.
Yeah,
I'd almost say yesterday's performance was, I would go as far as it's probably one of the best I've seen him play ever.
I mean, he was top class. He was top class, Martin. Compared to when I watched Downsy when he at the start of the season, he was a shadow of play. What the hell's going on? And now from the interviews he's had and stuff he's put online about, and what your dad said earlier on about, you can't go through a whole season last year. It had to had, it destroyed the club, and it could have been even worse. We could have gone down to the first division.
Yeah.
It was that bad, and if we didn't have Tonda coming in, we could have gone down. It was that literally we were on the cusp of, if we hadn't gone on that run when we played Charlton, beat them 5-0, it could have gone the other way.
Yeah, easily. It could have easily gone the other way.
It was a pivotal point, and I think that this match against Norwich is going to be another pivotal point in the league, because we've got Norwich coming up, then
Oxford
and people
on
are saying
as well, isn't it? It's two big home games, isn't it?
We're worried about Norwich, but however, when Norwich played us last time, we were a different side. They're coming up. I hope they might not realise who they're playing against. They're playing against a team far different from the one they played earlier in the season.
Yeah.
So they've played teams at the bottom the last four matches, I believe.
Yeah, they've not played a really tough side in a little while now, have they?
And then we've got Oxford coming up. There's no reason we have to be confident. Hopefully on Wednesday evening we'll have a full house.
Yeah. It would make a big difference. I'm just looking at the team, Mark, that started in that game against Norwich at Carrow Road back earlier on in the season. It was back on the 13th of December. So you talk about the team being different. Right, so everyone tuning in, you'll love this. So interested looking at the 11, how much better we are now. Gavin Bazunu in goal. Harwood Bellis played on the right side of centre-back. Jack Stevens and Nathan Wood were the three centre-backs. Ryan Manning played on the left side. Ryan Fraser played as a right wing back, and Yander and Downs played in midfield. Azaz played one side, Cienza played the other, and Adam Armstrong played up top. I don't care what anyone says, our team now is so much better in a four, and actually what we've got at our disposal is so much better.
And we're organised. We're far, I'll use this word, ex-teacher, you far more competent. The guys know what they're doing. They've bought into what Tonda's doing. They know the patterns of play, and so when things do go a bit wrong, a few months ago when Coventry scored the penalty, there was about 5 minutes left. We could have collapsed, and we would have done, but we didn't. Watching at home, you would get nervous, but I thought, no, we're gonna have this, and we did. So I'm very optimistic. Martin, very optimistic.
I love it. There's loads of positivity, which is really nice. Yeah,
and why not? The team deserved for us to give them our optimism.
Yeah,
and there's no reason why. I know Norwich. Some people said it could be a banana skin, but I thought the QPR match would be a banana skin.
Yeah,
people said, they're and we absolutely smashed them. And I'm not saying you never know.
Yeah.
But we've got every right to feel optimistic. The team's playing well. We have the only sort of down, Leo not being there, but even we proved against Coventry that we could even play without our best, our talisman, as it were.
Yeah.
And I'm very hopeful. I can't wait for Wednesday evening. It'll be a great game.
I'm really, really looking, and this is a really good point. After the whole game, that was the turning point for us. Whatever he said in the dressing room that night, because he kept him in. I love to probe him the question and talk to him about that night in the dressing room.
We could talk about the Leicester match where we come back to 4-3. There are always certain 3-4 things that happen in the season that turns things, and that's what football is, and that's why we love it.
Yeah, we owe them one for the handball and the winning one they scored last time round. They do, because they weren't. Yeah, they weren't. They weren't great.
Quick, before I go, we talk. Say hello to Charlie. He should be called Controversial Charlie now, because controversial. We all love Controversial Chris, but earlier on, Charlie couldn't believe it. He put in the live chat that he thought Manning was a better free kicker than
James Ward-Prowse.
I
was going to pop that on the screen. Quite controversial.
That's some statement. That is.
Do you know what? Sky Sports did a thing today. They were talking about set play, weren't they? And they put James. I don't know what the graphic was. I saw it on X, and they put some of James Ward-Prowse's stats on the screen. And the cheeky gits, they had him down as obviously all the free kicks he scored were whilst he was at Saints. And they had the West Ham badge next to it. I thought, he might be a West Ham player now, mate, but back then he was playing for Saints. Give us some credit.
I don't think he scored a free kick in 18 months, hasn't he, or something? I don't know. But
yeah,
they're all. But again, Manning. We've had players who can add some goals to the. We've not needed a 30-goal season striker, because everyone obviously wants to have one. Everyone's chipping in, and that's what. And it's all about team, and that's what someone else said on the live feed. We're a proper team now, whereas before I don't. People have talked about problems in the dressing room and the background, and maybe it was, and now
Yeah.
we're a team, and everyone can see it now.
Charlie just dropped in. He was our first caller tonight. Charlie Saint 16 said, "Did you know we haven't actually lost a game since playing the back four?"
That's incredible.
It's a great stat, isn't it,
That's
Charlie? Love it, mate. Yeah,
fantastic. Cheers, Charlie, for that.
Yeah, he's spot on, isn't he?
Really?
When did we go to it? We went to Sheffield United at home, wasn't it? It was the first time we played it, and the run since then has been brilliant.
But who knew? Who knew? Playing the back four, I know it's football, isn't it? We all think a lot of managers think, play back three, back five, and try and be ultra clever.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's staring at you in the face, isn't it? Back four, let's go for it, and that's it.
Yeah, mate.
Simple, isn't it?
Mate, it's been great to have you on. It's been an absolute pleasure,
Martin.
as always. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you Wednesday night, Mark. Thank you, mate.
Take care.
Take care, mate. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
What a show. I've absolutely loved this show, and it's worked really, really well. It's just proves that it's great. If you want to get involved and come on one of these shows in the future, just drop me a DM and I will let you know, and we will add you to the list and you can get involved in the chat. This is an interesting one. That whole game, Tonda got rid of Bazunu, got rid of the Deadwood, brought in a new tall striker, went to a back four. It's like a game that enough was enough. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I think you're spot on. It's a really, really good. You made some really good points. You don't have a name next to your account, but you've made some really good points during the conversation I was just having with Mark. I was just reading them back, and I thought this one's, you've got a spot on. Downs strides around with confidence, but he puts him about. He's aggressive, and he's got really aggressive in games. He's been really good. Absolutely brilliant. Here we go. Call me delusional. Saints are 10 points off second. We couldn't, could we? We absolutely could. We absolutely could. Justin, thank you very much indeed. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in, but a big shout out to my partner Annika, who's worked behind the scenes to get the calls ready, to bring them on, to make it look quite seamlessly. Actually, it's been a dream to do it. Thank you, mate. It's been good, isn't it? Good conversation, some good chat. It's great to have everyone so polite in the chat as well. It's a good platform to do content on YouTube. That's what I would say. I really appreciate you all being here. Loads coming up on the channel this week. What is coming up? Well, go check out the Matchday vlog if you haven't done so already. There's instant reaction on the channel as well. I'll be back on Wednesday night at St Mary's, capturing some fans live in person to get some content for some Matchday vlog content, also the instant reaction with the gang as well. I will preview the game with a Norwich fan in the next day or so. I'll record something tomorrow and get that out for you. But in the meantime, smash a like on the video if you've enjoyed our Saints FC phone-in show. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Have a fantastic end to the week. You've just got a couple of hours left. It's Monday tomorrow. We're back to work, but we do have a game midweek, which will break it up. Have a great start to the week. And I'll see you all again in some content in the next couple of days.